Welcome in, everybody. I have the privilege of chatting today with the head men's basketball coach at Monmouth, King Rice, coach 12th year at the helm. Obviously, this one looks a little different. Not only do you have the addition of your former teammate, Brian Reese, on staff, but you're entering the CAA. We were chatting about that before the call. A huge move for Monmouth University, but also the men's basketball program. How exciting is this shift in atmosphere on campus for you guys?
Well, it's very exciting. It's a big move for our school. I think just stepping up into this league, the teams we're going to be competing against, but just the level of universities that we're stepping up to. And I think that's great for Monmouth. I think it's going to give us more eyes on it so we can recruit more kids, not just for athletics, but for people just to come to this beautiful campus in New Jersey. You know, our reach will be longer now just because we're in this league. And I think people, when they see Monmouth University, they're going to want their kids to come here.
Yeah. And I've been chatting with Ginny, head women's basketball coach, and a lot of other coaches at your university. And one thing that I've witnessed is everybody seems to be family. You know, that is like the culture. Like, you go out and you watch different sports games. I saw you on the football broadcast. It just seems like everyone is really in full support of one another. And you mentioned this, when kids come to your program, you're bought in for the duration of their time at Monmouth University as they grow, as they enhance their playing ability. So how would you really encompass just the culture, the family atmosphere that you guys breathe day in and day out?
Well, I came here 12 years ago under Dr. Marilyn McNeil, and I think she's the reason that everybody's like this. She built this up and passed it on to Jeff Stapleton. And Jeff was here as they were building this culture. And, you know, Coach Callahan, our football coach, has been the only football coach. So we all have someone that we can look to see how it's done. And then a lot of our coaches have been here a long time now. I've been here 12, and I'm like fifth on the list on tenures here. So it's a beautiful place, but the people is what makes Monmouth. And I've been fortunate to be here. Now I feel like I'm the old guy on campus, but we have great coaches. We really support each other. And the cool part is our athletes really support each other. They're friends off the field and off the court, and they hang out together on campus, off campus. So that's why we feel like we're a family around here.
That's really special. That's unique. Coach, you know what it takes to compete at a national championship caliber level, played at North Carolina. So how do you really overflow that wisdom, that experience to the guys that you do coach day in and day out?
I didn't get to win a championship. I played in '91 in the semifinals. Brian Reese is on my staff, and I like to say I was a part of that '93 team that won the championship, but I was already gone. I was at the game going crazy, people telling me to sit down, but we do understand what it's like to win. And we've tried to build on what we learned at North Carolina. I had Derek Phelps with me when I first got here. I had Brian Reese. They moved on. I had J.R. Reed here. But we brought in other guys, Jamal Meeks from Indiana, who played in the Final Four, Dwayne Woodward, played at Boston College, played high-level Big East basketball. Yeah. So we've tried to bring in guys to coach these kids that have been through it, every part of it, though, not just the basketball part, the recruiting part, the things your family goes through while you're being recruited, and sometimes it's going your way, sometimes it's not. So we've all gone through that. So we try to use our experiences in every part of this job. Now, I could never, ever be as good as Coach Smith and the coaches at North Carolina, but I learned a lot of great things from them. And one of the things is you always give your kids the best advice for them. The program's going to be what the program's going to be. And if I'm committed to these kids and these families, then the right kids will want to be here and we'll have success. And since I've been the coach, we started in the NEC, which was an outstanding league. Then we went up to the MAC, and now we're taking this giant step up to the CAA. So we've gone through these changes before. It's a heavy lift. I think the last time we moved, I came in, I was a younger coach. I was like, we're going to take over the league. Well, I'm smarter than that this time, and I have respect for all of these schools, but I'm also super excited to step up in competition and compete with these great universities.
Yeah, and competing to be the best, right? Why not? And so what is it going to take to get to that level where you are the number one in the conference?
Well, we've played teams in this league.
Mm.
We've played Hofstra for a while now, and when we first played them, we had a little success when I first became the coach, and Coach Mahalik was the coach, and he's a good friend. And now we started a 4-game series, and they beat us badly in 3 of those. And I'm friends with Speedy, and I think he's a great coach. But Hofstra has had our number, and they've had bigger, stronger athletes and have really dominated us. So I think, we're going to have to go through the league and just see how it is. We played Towson last year, but I had a bunch of 5th-year seniors, and we were fortunate to get off to a great start against Pat's team last year. And then they came back, and it was a great game, and we were fortunate to win. But now we have a much younger team, and I think we have the right pieces to compete this year and get the CAA year under our belt, and then really have an understanding what it's going to take to be at the top of this league, because there's great coaching. Everybody has facilities. I've coached against a few of these coaches before, and they make you work. They're going to throw things at you that I haven't seen in a minute, just because I was in a totally different league. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I love competing. So we're here to do that.
Younger guys taking the court. So what is your approach with them at this point of the preseason right now?
Well, actually, I've been yelling way too much. And then I tell everybody else, let's remember they're so young. And then I go crazy on everybody because we're so young. But they're a great group of guys that are really hanging out, having a lot of fun together. They're playing hard, but we're still trying to prove to coach who should be the guy.
Sure.
We're still trying to show me, like, hey, I'm the guy this year. Hey, I'm the guy. So the ball's sticking in hands a little bit too much. And I got to get myself to encourage them way more, because they are young. They haven't gone through it. And once they go through it, they'll understand more. And, I've been doing this a long time. And as long as we play hard and we share the ball and we really play for each other, I'll like the results.